Alright guys, so just to warm up before we really get into the workout, first thing I'm going to do is one of the many ball handling, really quick warm-ups that I do before every session. I do some sort of ball handling just to get the fingertips ready, get the arms loose, get a little burn, get sweating a little bit. So first one is going to be, I call it the 100 dribble minute. We're varying the moves that we're doing in this one though. So we're going to go with one ball, but we're going to do 20 reps of each series, 10 with our right, 10 with our left. So it'll be a total of 100 dribbles, trying to do it as quick as you can just to get started, just to get you feeling good into the workout. The 100 dribbles. Notice, trying to go as fast as I can. If you mess up, just pick it up and keep going. Pound the ball hard. Arms should be burning by the end of that. That's 100 dribbles in a minute. So for the next part of our warm-up, this is kind of getting into the workout now. We're going to be warming up with some floaters and some runners right around the basket, just pounding the ball, getting it up high off the glass over a help defender, right? So we're not going to shoot this like a regular layup. We set our cones up a little bit further away than you would take a normal layup because, again, we're practicing floaters and runners here. We're going to mix up the finishes, so we'll go right hand on the right side, we'll go left hand on the right side, we'll go right hand, right foot, same hand, same foot, opposite hand, opposite foot. So we're going to really mix up the finishes here. So the focus for my workout today is floaters and runners. So finishing in the paint, but not getting all the way to the rim. So you're going to notice, because that's the focus of my workout, this is why it's important to have a focus. Everything that I wrote down is going to end in a floater or a runner. So after this, we're going to get into some pick and roll stuff, then everything is going to end up in a floater or a runner. So we're going to break down the main skill here of just being able to finish in a floater style or a runner style. Then we're going to put it into a game situation where we're coming off of a ball screen, and then we have to shoot that floater and that runner. So really breaking it down first, and then we'll bring it back into a game-like situation. Just make sure you have yourself a nice line so that you're not going too far into the restricted circle. Because remember, a floater is not going to be right at the rim. You're going to be a little bit further out than a typical layup. So make sure that you have that mental image of where the charge circle and the lane lines are in your head. For the runners, if you watch my floater versus runner breakdown, you know that runners, we're going to shoot a little bit further away from the basket. So I'm going to grab the cones now, or grab your marker and pull it back about 2 steps, because that's where you're going to be shooting your runners from. You don't need to be shooting in these exact spots. Like, I don't have to shoot right, middle, left. I can shoot anywhere along that line. So mix it up a little bit, go in between the cones, go on the side, but just use those lines as a gauge to not get too close to the basket. Remember, runners are going to be with a flick of the wrist. We're following through on our runner as opposed to our floater or open hand finish, open hand. So no, we don't want a lot of backspin. When we're talking runners, we want the backspin on the ball. So it's here and we're flicking the wrist like your normal jump shot. When we're shooting floaters, you noticed it was more of an open hand finish. Open hand here, and it's more like this. There's not going to be as much backspin on the ball. It's going to look like that. So that's the difference between a runner and a floater. And because we get more spin on the ball and we can use our wrists for a runner, that's why we shoot it further away, because we have more power, because we can flick our wrist. for some runners. Same hand, same foot, opposite hand, opposite foot. Do not forget to use some off the glass. Obviously, I have a tight space here in the backyard, so I can't really get too many corner shots with the backboard. Make sure you're getting some shots off the backboard from different angles too. So for the main part of the workout, now we're going to get into some ball screen reads and finishes using our floater and our runner that we just did before. So you're going to see some combo moves. You're going to see me read ball screens and see which decision that I should make based on what the defense does. This is the #1 tip I give to all high school players, is to work on your basketball IQ. What are you going to do on a ball screen if the defender goes under the screen, right? Think about it. If the defender goes under, do you want to keep driving or do you want to stop behind the screen and take a shot? It all depends on the help defense, and there's tons of situations, but you need to know the basic ball screen read. So if the defender goes under, your first thought should be to shoot the basketball. If your defender comes over the screen with you, now you need to make sure that you can get that defender on your back so that you maintain an advantage, and now you're reading where the help defender is. So if the help defender is way down low and they're not going to contest a shot, you have the defender on your back, you're one step, and it's a pull-up jump shot. If your defender's going over the screen and the help defense is really tight, so they're hedging you or they're showing really high and you don't have much space, that's the time where you might want to make a pocket pass, or you might want to retreat dribble, keep your dribble alive, find your teammate, or keep your dribble alive and have your teammate come re-screen for you. So you got to know the reads and how to exploit them and just practice. It's all repetition of knowing what to do. Practice, practice, practice. So I'm going to use the cones to be the feet of my defender, and then I'm going to set the chair up as the screener. Because we don't have a lot of space, we're going to use this as a middle ball screen. So you can do this on the right side or the left side, typically on the wing like a side pick and roll, but because of the limited space, we're going to go middle ball screen. So grab a chair, grab a garbage can, anything that can serve as a screener, and then grab an old pair of shoes or something so you can simulate having some defense. So I just use the cones, those are the 2 feet of my defender, that's the screen. It's a ball screen set on the right side, so I'm going to be coming to the right side of the floor. So the first read is going to be as if the defender followed me over the screen. So this is my defender here. The screen is here. My first dribble is this way. The defender starts to chase me over the screen now. Over the screen, so he's on my back. My screener is still here, setting the screen. Now, I need to read the help defense. I see that the other defender, I'll set up another cone. So this is the help, the extra cone. So the help defender is all the way down here guarding the basket. So if I see the help there and I have this much space, I might just go 1, 2, and I might pull it. But because we're practicing our floaters and our runners from earlier, this time we're going to go 1 dribble off the screen, and then we're going to get into that floater and our runner because our defender can't contest. Our defender in help is all the way down here. They're going to have to come all the way out to guard this. So that's the read that I want to make. My defense went over the screen with me. The help is sagging and is really low. So now you need to occupy this space, this free space, to be able to get your shot off. While, remember, your defender's still recovering. So you got to be able to be quick and decisive to make these moves work. We got to make 3 before we move on. So ball screen, stay tight, stay. Up. That's 1. Screen, stay tight. Left hand, float. That's 2. That's 3. So now you would do these moves on both coming off the right side, then you switch the screen, put it on the left side so you can come off the left side.